Good day. My name is Simba. How you guys doing? Welcome to Dust Bowl Ball Game. This is going to be a soccer fan channel. We're going to be focusing on soccer all throughout Europe. We're talking about the Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, Ligue 1, you name it. This is actually my first video, so welcome to everyone that's tuning in. I want you to like, share, subscribe. Is that how they say it? To this video, okay? I'm gonna try my best to bring you guys the best content, real fan opinion. Now, the structure of the show is gonna be in a way where I want fans to call in, okay? So you guys can call me. You're gonna see the number running at the bottom of the screen, with the screen below. Just give me a call, okay? I want to hear from you. All right, or you can click on the best way for you to connect with me. Actually, I'm sorry about that. Is for you to click on that link in the video description. When you click on it, just allow them to access your video or your audio, however you want to present yourself, and you'll be connected to me. Just wait for me to kind of bring you in. Okay. So again, my name is Simba. This is the Dust Bowl Ball Game, and I'm just begging you guys, please like, share, subscribe. So I kind of wrote down a few things that I wanted to talk about with regard to what's going on in the Premier League. Now, personally, I'm a Manchester United fan, so shout out to all the Reds out there. If anyone wants to hate, bring it on. But anyway, so the first thing on my list today, I wanted to talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, what's your position on him? Give me a call. I want to hear. Do you think he should be fired? Do you think he's not good enough? Do you think he's the coach to bring Manchester United to the point where they need to be? Now, personally, my opinion is I have a lot of respect for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Personally, I don't think he's the man to bring the club forward. I do think he needs to. I do think it's time for us to relieve ourselves of him. I think I'm only out with respect. Okay, I respect you for what you've done. I remember the players that we had when you just came. When you just came to the team, we had players like Fellaini and Valencia, Ashley Young, Lukaku, players that were not performing, players that were done at the highest level. So I respect him for getting rid of those players, getting them out of the club, doing that clean sweep that we all have been asking for years now. He brought in really good players. There seems to be a sense of unity and cohesion in the squad, but I do think tactically he is inept. Tactically, he's an amateur when you compare him to the big names, the Klopp, the Pep, Nagelsmann, the Poch. I think tactically he still has a lot to learn. Personally, I do not think he's good enough to bring us to that next level. Now, I know we're on good form. Everyone associated with Manchester United right now, everyone's happy, everyone's pumped, everyone thinks, okay, Ole's doing it. I just want to remind everyone just to calm down a little bit because we've seen this before. This is actually the third time in 2 years since Ole's been at the club where we're on this high. Remember when he just came in, he took over from Mourinho. Everyone, just remember, we were on a high. We thought we were invincible. We were smacking everyone. And then reality kicked in. Boom. And we know how it went from there. Last season, we started even though we beat Chelsea in the first game, it was a horrible start to the season because we ended up drawing with Wolves. We drew with Southampton. We lost to Crystal Palace. And it was a rough season, the start of that season. And it was horrible. It was like a continuation from the season before. But then we got Bruno. We went back on that high. Started beating everyone, convincingly too. And then reality kicked in again. And now we're on our third high. So I'm just going to urge and basically caution people to slow down a little bit. Don't get ahead of yourselves. He's doing a good job. And I'm one of those people who can admit, if I'm Ole out and he gives me reason, he shows me that he is deserving of me being Ole in, I'm going to support the guy. I'm going to support him because if I can't I can't maintain a position when the evidence is pointing in the other direction. So if he's shown me that okay, he's learned and he's capable of doing the job, and I see it in the results, I see it in the attitude of the players, I'm gonna be Ully in. But for now, I'm Ully out, but Ully out with respect. Okay, so that's my personal position on it. Give me a call. Okay, just click the link in the description box, and it will give you a prompt to allow us to get to access your audio or your video, and just call in, and I'll get you in. I want to hear from you. What's your position on it? Ollie in or Ollie out? Now, if Ollie were to get fired, okay, and I'm not going to dwell too much on this, but let's just say Ollie was to lose his job. Who are you guys looking to replace him? Is it Nagelsmann? Is it Pochettino? You know, I want to hear. I really want to hear your opinions on this. Personally, I would take Poch. You know, I think Poch has a little bit more experience than Nagelsmann. He's used to the Premier League. He has that reputation of taking a team from out of the slums and bringing them to max potential. You know, things against him, though, he hasn't won anything. So I want to hear from you. Give me a call. You know, I really just give me a call, guys. And as a reminder, this is actually my first time going live, everyone. So if you call in, the first person to call in on this show, you will never be forgotten. You know, we don't know what this show could be like. You will, like, I will never forget your name. If you call, you be the first person to call in and support the channel. I want to hear from you. Again, click the link in the video description, or you can call me at, and I'll give you the number right now. Let me just pull it up on my phone. You can call me at 561-755-7012. That's the number. It takes you, it's a Google Voice number. I'll let you in and let's talk, okay? All right, so the third issue I have on the agenda is, what do you guys think about Tottenham? Tell me, what do you guys think about Tottenham? Do you guys think Mourinho is going to be successful there? Do you guys think he's going to flop? It's typical Mourinho. Is he going to transform them into a title-winning team or a trophy-winning team at this point? You know, what do you think? What are Mourinho's expectations, or what are your expectations of Mourinho at Tottenham? I want to hear from you. Call me. We can talk about that. Personally, I thought Mourinho I was not happy when Mourinho came to United. I was not happy. I was so miserable. I knew it was going to be a horrible year because of the style of football. And, you know, as a Manchester United fan, I grew up watching soccer in the 90s. So that's when we were Manchester United, a very attacking team, played very fluid, attractive football. So I was kind of used to that. And then when I knew when Mourinho was coming, it was going to change. So I was very upset. But then I tried to look at it from an optimistic perspective. I tried to look at the positives. So I started to try to get on board, especially after the first few games. I think we were smacking people 4-1, 4-0, and it was a bit exciting. And then it kicked in. But after watching him for 2+ years at my club, there's one thing I could tell you: his tactics will not work in the modern game. I don't think his tactics will work. I think he's done as a tactical top manager. Now, he still has that personality. I think the league is better with him in it from an entertainment perspective. I love to see a miserable Mourinho. You know that look when he's on the sideline and he's just like, he looks so mad. I like that look. A miserable Mourinho means a happy me. So I want to hear from you guys. Tell me, what do you guys think Mourinho is going to do at Tottenham? Okay. Now, guys, I want to let you guys know I'm going to be having daily shows. Okay. So this is going to be a show every single day. The show is going to be maybe between 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So please tune in, help support the channel. My name is Simba. I'm a yard manto, but you don't know. I'm trying to appeal to a bigger audience. So I'm trying to. That's why I'm talking like this. But guys, give me a call. I really want to hear from someone, anyone. Just remember, you call in. You will never be forgotten on the show. Your name could become legendary. We don't know what this channel is going to be like. Who knows? It could grow to 1 million subscribers. You never know. But you will be the first person to have ever called into this show. Give me a call. Click the link in the video description. Or call me at 561-755-7012. Okay? This is the Dust Bowl ball game. Please, again, I'm going to beg you. Like, share, subscribe. So subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it. Let people know that there's another fan channel out here. And again, I'm going to be hosting call-in shows. Okay? This is not going to be a video where I'm just talking. I want to interact with you guys. I could have easily created a video where I'm talking and people are watching me talk and typing in and texting in. I want to hear from you as well. Give me a call. Let's have a debate. Even if you don't agree with me, we can always respect each other's decision and have a debate. Or, one of us may even concede in light of evidence, So who knows? Give me a call. Okay, so I have some another thing on the agenda is Arteta. We're going to talk about Arteta. Let's hear about Mr. Arteta. Do you guys think he's overrated? Are the Arsenal fans being a little bit too optimistic about him in light of his FA Cup win and Community Shield win? Are they getting a bit ahead of themselves? What do you guys think? He looks like a good coach. You could tell that he learned a lot from Pep, in my opinion. I do, however, think he's a little bit like Uli. I think he's very pragmatic. He's very defensive. And I think because he came from Pep's school of football, a lot of people can't associate Pep with negative, pragmatic defensive football. But I do think that Arteta is a bit pragmatic. I do think that the fans, they do have a right to feel the way they feel, because when you look at the season that Arsenal had last year, they weren't even supposed to win anything, and even though they didn't qualify for top four, I think they beat City in the league at the end of last year, didn't they? Yeah, and then they beat Liverpool, I think, too. They won some really big games at the end of last season, and I think he brought them from like 14 points to 14th place, about 8th place or something, and they ended up winning a trophy and qualifying for the Europa League. So I do understand why the Arsenal fans would be happy. It makes sense. It makes sense. But I would urge them to slow down with the excitement level. Okay, he's only been there. He's coming on to a year now. He hasn't had a full season at the club, so we don't know what he's going to be like. It could be a good start, just like Uli. When Uli came in, it was a really great start for us, and then reality kicked in. So I would just urge you guys to calm down a little bit. I'm looking to see if anyone's calling in, but no one's calling in. So yeah, just give me a call, guys. Someone call me. I want to hear from you. We won't charge you anything. It's going to be free. Just click the link in the video description and you'll get through to me. Again, Dust Bowl Ball Game. My name is Simba. Again, Manayadman. Zin? Okay. So back to Arteta. I guess Arsenal fans just need to calm down and give it time. We'll see where he will end up at the end of the season. All right. Now, I want to talk about the Premier League, the schedule for this week. So I'm going to pull it up. I want to go through each game. I want you guys to tell me. Now call me. We can go through each game, okay? You could tell me what you think. Let's try to predict scores. Who do you think is going to be in the who's going to make the top 6? Who do you think is going to get relegated? Which manager do you think is going to get fired first? Yeah, give me a call and let's talk about that. So I'm going to go through the games. Okay, so today we have the first game. The first game is, and big up. This is my cousin's line. He owns a clothing line. They call Fiwi Lifestyle. So FIWILIFESTYLEZ. Go check their stuff out. They got some pretty nice stuff. Okay, Black owned as well. It's very important to note. Anyway, so we're talking about the Premier League. Now we have Wolves versus Crystal Palace today, 4 o'clock. I'm definitely watching that game. See, this is going to be a very tough game, a very low-scoring game in my opinion. See, I think Wolves can easily win this game, but then Crystal Palace is one of those teams where you just don't know when they're going to show up. We all saw what they did to Manchester United at the beginning of the season. We all saw how that is, and they've had performances like this. I think the last 2 or 3 seasons they've beaten Manchester United at least one leg. I remember they beat us last year at home. They beat us the season before that. I don't remember if it was home or away, but they did beat us. So Crystal Palace is known to give the tough teams a run for their money, Wolves. I can see Wolves winning this game 1-0. I can see Wolves winning this game 1-0. I think they have a lot more options going forward. Yeah, I can see Wolves winning this game 1-0. All right, so that's my prediction. Okay, the second game. So tomorrow morning we have Sheffield United, Manchester City. I'm so surprised at how badly Sheffield United is performing this season. They started off last season really, really well. So I don't know if it's a case where the players got the style of football got found out, or these players are just playing at a higher level than they were originally supposed to be playing, and now it's catching up to them. I don't know what it is, but I'm very disappointed with how they're starting the season, given how they dominated last season. So Sheffield United is at home. City drew last week against West Ham. See, this is not the City of old where one time City would lose, they would lose a game or they would draw, and the next game, they're coming back with fire in their eyes, and they would just murder a team 6-0. This is not that City. We've seen them drop points I don't even remember the last time they beat Arsenal a couple weeks ago. But I can actually see this game being a draw, I could see this as a 1-1 draw. I could see Sheffield United going up first, with their height and the physicality, and then City fighting to equalize, and the game finishes as a draw. I can see this 1-1. So that's my prediction. 1-1, Sheffield United City. And then we got Burnley Chelsea at 11. Now, you guys may be surprised at what my prediction is for this game. But I can easily see Burnley beating Chelsea tomorrow. I can see Burnley bullying the hell out of that Chelsea team. Easily. Scoring an early goal, locking up shop. Chelsea's trying to break them down. They get frustrated. They have a lot of young players who are probably mentally not mature enough to control themselves, themselves in a situation like that. But I can see Burnley scraping out a 2-0 lead. Burnley's going to be at home too, I think. It's going to be a tough game for Chelsea. I hate Burnley's one of those teams that you love. Burnley's one of those teams that you love, that they're in the league because they bring something totally different. But um but they bring something totally different. I'm sorry, I just got a message. Something totally different to the league, but when it's your team to play them, you don't necessarily want, you don't want to play them because they're so difficult. They make you earn your win when you play them. You have to earn your points against Burnley. So I can see Burnley winning 2-0 in this game. Now we got Liverpool West Ham. This is going to be a good game because West Ham they're flying right now. They came back from 3-0 to beat to draw with Tottenham a few weeks ago, drew against City last week, you know. I think the week before that they had beaten Newcastle 3-0 or something like that. But they're coming off a good run of games. Liverpool, I know that they feel, even though they won last week, they beat Sheffield, and they won in the Champions League on Tuesday. I still think that Liverpool's a little bit emotionally wounded because they lost Van Dijk, and now they lost Fabinho's out too. So I can see Liverpool kind of being hard on themselves and being the Liverpool that they are and wanting the whole world to feel sorry for them. So I can see Liverpool. Yeah, I can see Liverpool. I can see West Ham getting a draw in this game. Maybe a 1-1 or a 1-0 draw. But my guess is going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw. Yeah, West Ham is going to keep it tight. Antonio's going to be up front. He's going to bully the hell out of Matip and Gomez. Yeah, I wouldn't put my money on it that Liverpool's going to win this game. No. Okay, so that's my guess. I'm guessing a draw between West Ham and Liverpool. And Liverpool's at home, but that doesn't really matter much these days. So the next game on Sunday, we have Aston Villa, Southampton. Southampton 1-0. I think Aston Villa came off to a really good start in the league, but I think they were playing way ahead of what their talent level is. Now they're a decent team, They got Ross Barkley now, and they have I like that kid McGinn. He's a nice little player. But they have Ross Barkley now. They got Grealish. They have a decent team. Ollie Watkins is very quick and very powerful. But I don't think they're as good as this Southampton team. I like a lot of the players on this Southampton team. I think they have. As a matter of fact, I think Southampton is kind of have been underperforming for the last 2 years, given the talent level that they have. Honestly, yeah, given the talent level that they have, I think. Hold on once. Given the talent level that they have, I think Southampton probably should have should be qualifying in the top, but anywhere between 8 and maybe 11, I would say. Yeah, but give me 1 second, guys. I've got to reply to this message. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah. Okay, so I can see Southampton winning this game 2-0. Okay, the next game is going to be Newcastle and Everton. Now, Everton's a little bit wounded from that smashing they got last week from Southampton. So, Everton's a bit wounded, right? Um, However, and Newcastle is ever one of those teams, and I think this is when, I think this is when, I think this is when James Rodriguez is going to realize the diversity of teams that's in the league. Okay, I think that's when that's going to happen. Because he's he played a totally different type of football against Southampton last week. He's going to play something totally different against Newcastle. They're very physical. They have no issues relinquishing possession, just relinquishing possession and have you attack them. And they're going to sit back and they're going to hit you on the counter break. And I think this is when he's going to realize that the type of football in the Premier League differs depending on who you're playing against. And I can't see an uncomfortable James Rodriguez leading Everton to a victory in Newcastle. So I say Newcastle 1-0 in this game. Yep. And I think I have my first caller. Hey, Floyd. Is this Floyd?
Simba.
Hey, Wagwan.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good, sir. How are you? Thanks for
I'm
calling
good.
Dust Bowl Ball Game, man. You're gonna be remembered forever. Your name
Yes,
is gonna
first.
be in the history books.
I'm the first caller, right?
Yes, you are, sir. Thanks for calling.
Yes,
I really appreciate the support.
of course, man.
Okay, what do you want to talk
Question,
about?
question. What were your prediction for the Man U Arsenal game? I didn't hear that. I was trying to connect to the call.
My prediction? Well, I don't
Yeah.
have a prediction yet. My prediction will be so right now I'm on Newcastle Everton, but Manchester United Arsenal was going to be next. So you want to tell me my prediction is Manchester United 3-1.
Oh, why
What's
am I
your
not
prediction?
surprised? Why am I not surprised?
Well, I'm sure you heard me say I was a Manchester United fan. So, and I'm not just I'm honestly not saying that. I think usually when it comes to Arsenal, I'm very cautious because I remember last year. And I tell my friends this. Last year when we came down, we went to Arsenal. I
Hmm.
think it was on January 2nd, and we were so confident. We were supposed to win that game, and we lost. In December we played you guys. In the December before that, you guys were supposed to win that game. We were injury riddled, and the game it was a draw. So I'm very but the plays that
And
we
that is the thing,
have
you know.
now.
When it comes, and I've always said that when it comes to any of the top six teams in the EPL, it is very hard to predict. When teams are playing, you have to throw farm out the window. Even though none of these teams are, I wouldn't say they're on any farm at the moment, but when you're analyzing these games, it's very difficult. But based on my thinking, Arsenal is my team. I think it is going to be a draw. I think this is
You
a
think it's
draw
going to be a
game.
draw?
I mean, yes,
I,
I'm not
I
seeing much goals in this matchup, and uh, based on how my team is playing at the moment as well, I am not expecting much. But the fact that this is somewhat of a derby game, I think they're going to come and they're going to give a good representation of themselves. But I can only see a draw for this game.
what kind of draw? Do you see a score draw or a
Oh,
nil-nil?
no. This is more of a goalless draw. That's my
A
thinking.
goalless draw. Okay, I don't
Yep.
think so. I don't think so. The only I can't see a draw here because I can see the Manchester United players going for this game. I think Arteta is going to come and he's going to defend. I do think he's going to defend. I think he realizes that we're on form right now. The confidence is with us, and he's going to sit back deep and try to frustrate us and hopefully nick one on the break. But the form that my team is in right now, the level of creativity that's in that team, the ball players, we're not just talking about speed now. We're talking about technically gifted players. And if Ully starts the same exact team. Well, not the same team, but if we would take out Van de Beek and bring in Bruno, and remove Martial and bring in Rashford. But if that
Hmm.
team starts, that team that started against Leipzig, I can see a 3-1 game. I can see a 3-1 game. And then I
But
can see the Arsenal fans
if
going hysterical.
there's a big if there, and what I've come to realize with Ole, you can't predict what team he's going to start, and I think where he would normally fall down in his short managerial career is a lot of time is because of the team that he starts. It is I can understand your frustrations at time with Ole because it is clear that he should start a team similar to what he started against Leipzig. But I won't be surprised if come tomorrow it is a completely different team. For some reason, I think he's going to start Pogba, and that is going to mess up the entire chemistry of the team. But who knows? It's not my
You
team.
think so?
Who
Pogba
knows?
started on Wednesday.
Oh, he started. Oh,
Yeah,
well, my bad.
Pogba had the assist for the first goal to Greenwood. Okay,
Oh,
but so again, the one thing you just said Ollie has some history, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said you have to remember his history against the top 6 teams. You know, you have to acknowledge that Ollie has a really good record against the top 6 teams. He beat
Yes,
Pep
but
last
and
season 3 times.
again,
You know,
while that might be true, remember the first thing that I said when it comes to top teams playing each other, you have to
Mhm.
throw farm and history out the window because anything can happen. Anything.
But you just
But
brought up history. You just said history shows that he may not pick the right team. So I'm just saying history
no man, I'm
also
talking about
shows.
matchup. No man, no. What I'm saying is when it comes to matchup, then
Okay.
you have to throw the farm book and throw history out the window.
Not when you're
This
playing
that I
Arsenal
made men.
away, especially. Not when you're playing. Arsenal hasn't beaten the top team, and I didn't even know it was that long. I found out like 5 years. You guys have not beaten the top team away from home in 5 years. So you have to consider that history, really, or that past, because it's going to have an effect on the game. And I think players do know that, especially with Manchester United. They haven't beaten us at Old Trafford from way
Well,
before Fergie even got I think it was like 9 or 10 years now, before Fergie even got Fergie retired. So who knows? You know.
that's a good point. That's a good point. But let us
And
see.
what do you think about
Okay.
the attacking lineup? Who do you think your 11 is going to be?
Um. Well, let me tell you what I want the top three to be. I won't go through the entire 11. But what I would
Okay.
want is to see, I would want Arteta to start Lacazette up top with Aubameyang and Pepe. I love to see that top three. I want him to approach the game with an attacking mindset. I mean, I know that will not happen, but that's
But that's
the
what you
top
want.
three. That's the front three that I would want to see.
Okay.
But
Well,
let's see if I will get what I want.
Pepe, Pepe. I'm not afraid of Lacazette. I'm not afraid of Pepe. I'm not afraid of Aubameyang when he's playing on the left. Yeah, I'm not. I think he's most dangerous up top. Like if he's up top, but then again, he may not play up top because he's not that good at holding the ball up. But with his back to goal, I like him through the middle. I don't know. I'm not. Gosh, I know it's weird to me, but Pepe to me is a flop, a $72 million flop. I really wanted to give him an opportunity to prove himself, And I watched him yesterday, and even though you guys won, he just didn't look like a $72 million player. And I was like, this guy is really overhyped. Um, and Lacazette, I think, is not clinical enough. I think he's very overhyped. I think he lives on the hype of Aubameyang because they're close. They're close friends. But I don't think Lacazette's that good. I think he misses for a center forward. He misses easy chances way too consistently. Aubameyang is
While
very dangerous.
while I somewhat agree with your verdict on Pepe and even Lacazette because I'm so disappointed in him. I expected so much more. And Uh, I expect better from Lacazette, but we have to work with what we have, and I think that is our best option up front. And that I strongly believe that that is the three that Arteta needs to start up top. But let's see, let's see.
Let's see. And just one more thing, guys, just want to let all the listener, the watchers, viewers know. Even though I'm talking to someone, I'm on the phone, like I'm on the call with them, you guys can still click the link because you can join us. So it's not like I don't have to talk to one person at a time, you know. You guys can click the link and you'll be able to get through to me. Okay. Click the link and I'll add you to the call. Even if it's something that the other person is saying that you're not in agreement with, or if you are in agreement with it and you just want to make it known, just click the link. And you know, we can have up to 10 people on this. So just let you guys know. Okay, so Floyd, thank you so much, man, for calling in.
Yes,
And I
of
appreciate
course,
your
man.
input. I don't agree, and I really hope that after the game on Sunday, because I'm going live again
Okay,
on Sunday.
okay.
Hopefully
Put it
after the
out.
game you can call me and
Sunday,
you'll be very
Sunday, you
witty.
will hear back from me when you my prediction comes through. So Sunday,
When
you'll
it's a
definitely
draw.
hear back from me. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. All
that
right,
game is
Floyd.
a draw game. But all right, Simba,
Okay.
have a good show
All right,
and
good.
love the
Thanks, man.
love the show, and I'm expecting to see my prize for being the first caller. So
Yes, you will definitely be remembered, and you'll be honored when the show gets to the point that I want it to get to, and it's a successful show. Your name will be etched in the history books of the show as Floyd, the first caller.
of
All right.
course, of course.
Thank you, Floyd, for supporting, and good luck to you. Not on Sunday, but good luck in life generally. All right.
Okay, boss. All right.
Big up. All right. So that was Floyd. Does anyone else have anything to say? And Manchester United fans, what are you guys saying? Other Arsenal fans, what do you think? If you're a Tottenham fan and you want to talk on it, give me a call. How about that loss yesterday by from Tottenham with Antwerp? You know, how about that loss? Give me a call. You're a Chelsea fan. You think Lampard's good enough? All that money you spent, what is he doing with it? Give me a call, guys. Real Madrid, Barcelona. Barcelona's board just resigned, all of them. You know, give me a call. You want to look at Manchester United's board? Why haven't they stepped down? You know, look at the difference. That's how a club is run. You know, give me a call, guys. Click the link in the video description. I'm here to talk to you. You know, I'm here for all your footballing needs. If you want a shoulder to cry on, give me a call. You know, if you want to vent, give me a call. If you want to banter, give me a call. If you want to brag, give me a call. If you just feel like you're done with your team because you're done with football because your team has depressed the hell out of you and you don't know what to do, give me a call. I could talk you off the edge, off the ledge, or talk you back into being a football fan. It's a game that we all love. Dust Ball Football. My name is Simba. Don't forget, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me. I'm going to be having daily videos, okay? Daily videos talking about football. Primarily the Premier League because, you know, let's be honest. Unless you live in one of those countries, I don't know a lot of people that follow Serie A that much, you know, or to a broad extent, or La Liga besides Barcelona and Real Madrid. No one I know watches Bundesliga that much, you know, where they have a team in the league. So it's going to primarily be Premier League. I'm open to discussing other sports. I'm a huge sports fan. I'm a big cricket fan. I watch a lot of cricket. I watch a lot of tennis. I love tennis, as you see the tennis racket. So we could talk other sports too, you know. It's not necessary. It's of course football is going to be the main content, but you know, we could talk about other sports if you guys want to talk about it. You know, any issue, you know, give me a call. So let's go back to the game. So Floyd said he thinks it's going to be a draw, a goalless draw. I'm not in agreement with that, but you know, Floyd is entitled to his opinion. So Floyd is already in the history books, man. Good dude. I appreciate you, bro. Big up, big up. And as I said, I'm Jamaican. As you know, Floyd's Jamaican. I can hear it in the accent, but I'm trying to appeal to a broader audience. So, you know, I'm talking like this. But I can tell that Floyd is Jamaican like myself. Now, we have a game at 2:15 on Sunday. It's Tottenham versus Brighton. Now, I'm very impressed with Brighton. They're a good team. They play really good football, especially for a team that whose talent level, they don't have a lot of talent in the sense that superstars. They don't have any big names on their team. They play as a really good unit. They know where everyone is. Everyone knows their job. They look like a really well coached team. Tottenham, I think, has been getting a little bit ahead of themselves because of how they smacked Manchester United, and how they started the season. Since that win where they beat Southampton, I think it was 6-1 or something like that, their confidence has been soaring. But I think they got kicked in the teeth during this week yesterday when they got beaten by Antwerp. They barely beat Burnley on Monday. They barely scraped out a win on that game, but they got the win nonetheless. I don't think their confidence is that high. I think it's dwindling. And Brighton is at home, and I think Brighton's they're going to think that they're due one, because they lost to Chelsea that first game of the season, and they did not deserve to draw that game. They lost to Chelsea. I'm sorry, they did not deserve to lose that game, but they played really well. They played better than Chelsea, and they lost 3-0, I think. Hit the post a few times. They played Manchester United was it the next week or 2 weeks from that? And they lost 3-2 in a game that they had deserved to win. So I think that this is the next big team, top 6 team, you could say, that they're playing now. So I think Brighton is going to think that they deserve a win against a top 6 team. And they're gonna put everything in this game. Mourinho's team is gonna concede possession to this Brighton team, and I can see this Brighton team ripping them apart. This is not. I just think Mourinho's done at the top level, so I can see Brighton winning this game 2-1. I can see a 2-1 win for Brighton. Now, this is all on video, so y'all can call me, check me about my predictions. If I'm wrong, call in and banter me, laugh at me. I don't care. Let's have fun about it. It's the game that we all love. It's football, So again, I can see a 2-1 win for Brighton. Oh no, Tottenham is actually at home, but I can still see a 2-1 win for Brighton. I do. So Monday we have. On Monday, we have Fulham versus West Brom. This is going to be a dead game. But I can see West Brom winning this game. I can see them winning 1-0. Fulham to me is not a good team. I don't see one player on that Fulham team that I would want in my team, or that I think is even good enough to play for Crystal Palace or Brighton. They're very poor, and they look like a very poorly coached team too. Scott Parker, we all know how it goes, man. We all know how it goes, bro. It's sad, but anyways, I'm not even gonna go there. Yeah, I can see West Brom. West Brom has that kid that came from West Ham that they got over the summer. Gosh, I can't remember his name. But his name is escaping me right now, but I'll come back to it. He's a difference maker. They got that little kid Pereira. They have an okay team. I can see Simon Bilic getting one over on Scott Parker. So I can see a 1-0 win for West Brom. Fulham's going back down, I think. And the last game of the week is going to be a very entertaining end-to-end game. Leeds versus Leicester City. Shoot. Oh, guys, and Leeds at home. I can see a 3-3 draw here in this game. Both teams are going to open up. Vardy's going to be back. He's back. He's playing. He started yesterday. Leeds just plays end-to-end stuff. It's like they don't stop running. It's like they're a very, very energetic team. So I can see a 3-3 draw, okay? But guys, I'm going to end the video now. I'm going to get ready to watch the the Wolves Crystal Palace game at 4. It's 13 minutes from now. And it was nice doing my first video. Thanks again. Big up to Floyd, man. You'll never be forgotten, bro. You called in. You will never be forgotten. You're in the history books of this channel. Dust Bowl Ball Game. Don't forget. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Share the video. Send it to your friends, you know. Send it to everybody. Who knows? Tell them to support the channel. Just watch, you know. Take 5 minutes. Watch a video. You may like something that you hear. You may not like something that you hear and you want to call in and talk about it. Give me a call. Click the link in the video description. Okay, this video is going to be available as soon as I get off. Just remember what I told you guys. I'm going to be live. I'm going to be streaming live every day. Every day at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be streaming live. I want to put out the content. I want you guys to interact with me. This is not just me talking and you watching. Click the link in the video description. Give me a call. I want to hear from you. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap up this video. Thanks again to Floyd for calling in. Big up to the Dust Bowl Ball Game. Have a good week. Hopefully your team wins, unless they're playing my team. Until next time.